You want to die? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. You're with an English nobleman, I can kill you.
Coming up in this video, a police sergeant's body-worn camera captures the moment when a male, who refers to himself as an English nobleman, almost suffocates a police officer who is investigating reports of a male who might be armed. Thankfully, thanks to the quick actions of the police sergeant's colleagues, the police officer was not seriously injured, and the self-proclaimed English nobleman, at the time of uploading this video, is spending time at His Majesty's pleasure in a cell. This gnarly incident started on the 28th of June when a call was made to Northamptonshire police reporting that a male was in the Swansgate car park area of Wellingborough with what looked like a gun slip, which is a bag that is designed to carry a long-barreled firearm. PS Dave Cayton went to investigate. He found 58-year-old Max Hallam standing next to a vehicle, and when he asked to see inside the boot of the car, that is when things started to very quickly go south. Before we check out the body cam footage, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notifications bell.
What's the concern?
The concern? 1 second. I'll get you a sheet of paper that you might be able to read.
That's what I'm interested in.
No, you...
As soon as the police officer spotted what he was looking for, Hallam immediately attacked the officer, giving him very little time to defend himself. At this point, it was just Hallam and the officer on the car park's second floor, which was very quiet at the time. Here is what happened next.
Get your hands off him. Get your
You can see that the officer attempts to try and subdue Hallam with some incapacitance spray, and he manages to get a great shot with the parva getting Hallam square in the face. But, surprise surprise, the spray is not effective. At this point, Hallam continues to come towards the officer. When he falls to the ground, Hallam jumps on top of him as the officer desperately tries to get out a call for urgent assistance over his personal radio.
565 assistance, level 2!
I identified myself too clearly. Now you're going to have to check it out with the Prime Minister, aren't you? Calm down.
Get off me!
Don't let me do this, mate.
Get off me!
You want to die? Ask yourself. Ask yourself. You're with an English nobleman, I can kill you. Lawfully. I've identified myself. The Prime Minister's going to see you. I've restrained you. I will kill you.
Here we are confronted with a scenario that boggles the mind. An individual so far detached from reality, who holds the ludicrous belief that by simply referring to himself as an English nobleman, he is somehow above the law. This is the result of spiralling down the rabbit hole of peculiar social media groups where members feed each other's delusions that such absurd titles grant them unlimited liberties. Hallam, our self-proclaimed English nobleman, is a stark reminder of how misguided and foolish one can be when detached from reality. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments, and remember that we always respond to comments which are left with a super thanks. Thankfully, this ordeal for the officer is almost over as help is on the way.
You can't believe the you're in, pal. Every word I said to you was true. You've just attacked British nobility. Stop! Get down! Stay there! Stay there! Dave, move back! Move back!
You're under arrest for assault, police.
Get me an ambulance coming now.
Teetering on the brink of unconsciousness, PS Cayton summons an extraordinary burst of energy to take his attacker into custody. You can only imagine the chilling fear coursing through this officer's veins as the deluded attacker sat upon him, curtailing his breath and taunting him with threats of an untimely demise. And yet, in this harrowing moment, the distant wail of sirens, a beacon of hope in the bleak situation, starts growing louder. This must have struck a note of comfort in the officer's heart, the sure sign that help was on its way. Whenever that call for urgent assistance comes over the radio, then every officer in the area will stop what they are doing and will rush to their colleague's aid. Sergeant Cayton's injuries included a hemorrhaged right eye, bruising, reddening and multiple abrasions. Hallam's bag in his car was later found to contain an air rifle. Hallam was charged with intentional non-fatal suffocation, which he admitted at a court hearing in January. On Tuesday, the 20th of June, Hallam returned to Northampton Crown Court for sentencing and was handed a 2.5-year prison term. What do you think of that sentence? Let us know in the comments below. Detective Constable Neil Carr said, "What Max Hallam put Sergeant Cayton through is horrendous. The body-worn video of the incident graphically illustrates the level of force involved and the prolonged period Hallam was suffocating him for. Not being able to breathe is the stuff of nightmares, and I am glad that the court has recognised the severity of this offence with a significant custodial sentence." Sergeant Cayton added, "I'm satisfied with Hallam's sentence. He will have served a significant amount of time in custody by the time he is released, which hopefully also reduces risk to the public." As you can imagine, lots of people on social media have been speaking out about the sentence that was handed down to the self-proclaimed English nobleman, with many people pointing out that what happened and the way it happened should have attracted a much longer custodial sentence, especially when we hear all the time from politicians that the judicial system will be coming down hard on individuals who assault emergency workers. Nick Adderley, the Chief Constable of Northants Police, said, "The protection of my officers is a cornerstone of my role, and I'm really pleased Hallam has been given a substantial prison sentence for his attack on Sergeant Cayton." The body-worn video of this incident is utterly chilling, as was reading Sergeant Cayton's subsequent statement, in which he detailed how he genuinely believed he would die. He is a long-serving and experienced officer who came to work that day to help others. It doesn't bear thinking about how close he came to not going home safely to his family that night, all because of one violent man. Any assault on one of my officers is unacceptable. We will always seek to prosecute those responsible, and it is right that the courts take the sentencing of such offences so seriously. Chief Constable Adderley also thanked DC Carr and his CID colleagues, DS Andrew Barnes and DI Hayley Thurston, for their work on the case and for the officers that came to the sergeant's aid. We would like to say a massive thank you to our channel members for supporting our team of former emergency services personnel by becoming a member of our channel. Think of YouTube's channel membership as their version of Patreon. If you'd like to join our channel as a member and get loads of perks, including access to exclusive content, then click on the link pinned in the comments underneath the video. If you haven't already, please don't forget to give the video a like, because it means that more people on YouTube will get to see it. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell. If you want to make sure you never miss any of our videos or stories, then make sure you sign up for our free newsletter. Anybody can sign up for it. It takes less than 5 seconds, and there's a link in front of you now.